I'm going to wait for a little bit of more time for people to come in. Please let me know if you guys can hear me or I need to use my headphones. Hey Lily, how are you? Can you hear me okay? We can? Okay, let me try something else. Sorry. Hold on. Is it better? Okay, good. Let me see if I can do this like this. And see if you guys can hear me. Is it better? Hi, Beta. How are you doing? Nice to meet you. Okay, good. I'm very creative. I'm taping my phone. And you guys have no idea. I fix everything with tape. Sorry. Hola, Rocío. Hi. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Lily. Hi, Beta. Okay, if you guys cannot hear me, let me know because I'm very bad with technology. And I'm gonna add these little things here while I wait for everyone. Hi, Darla. How are you? Maybe I will do some toning while we wait a little bit. What I want to share with you guys today is, I think it's gonna be fun, how I started, why I started, and it wasn't that long ago. It was actually about 3 years, but since I started, okay, first I just knew I was empath. I couldn't sense or discern the energies. I love you too. It's okay, I'm gonna wait. I'm going to set my intentions. I'm going to call upon my higher self to please step in and be in command for the highest good of myself and everyone else. I'm going to call upon all your higher selves and the ones that will see this video later, to our guides, our support teams, Mother Gaia, to please support grounding and anchoring the energy. I'm going to ask our guides to please shield the space so we can just easily share our heart in a safe space for the ones that are sensitive and with respect. I'm going to ask to please speak through me. That way every word I say is for the highest good of everyone. I already asked my higher self to step in. When I breathe deeply, I just imagine that I have white light, and now I anchor him into my heart, and now they adjust my vibrations so we can match. Now I'm going to ask my I am presence. You guys can do this with me. Our Christ itself. Feel this Christ consciousness vibrating into our hearts. I'm going to ask our multidimensional self, and I'm putting each of them into my heart. You guys can visualize any color that you feel guided, and then just think and feel the frequency. So much better, right? I already feel the shift. I'm going to... I have written what I'm gonna say, but I don't think you guys will be able to see it. I'm gonna start a little bit with a class, and then I'm gonna talk about my experience. I'm sure it will come true. That I'm gonna tell you one thing from my experience better. The energy right now in the collective, it is a lot of grief, a lot of purge. Hi, John. A lot of releasing. Sometimes we may have these euphoric moments, and then we have this sadness. There is a lot going on, and I want to stick into the light language, but from my experience, we miss them because we love them, and then we miss the physical experience. I mean, my guides, the majority, it's my grandma, my dad, and then I have an uncle, and then I have the star beings. We all have them. They are always with us. And the best way to feel them is in our heart. I feel a part of them when they transition, stay with us in a soul level, and it's very hard because once I asked these questions, because I was missing someone so much that I was grieving and my heart couldn't find peace, so I was crying and crying and crying and crying and crying, and when I was done crying, I asked that because I wanted to have that physical connection with that soul, but the physical was not there, but I could feel the soul, but it was not enough for me. I wanted more. So I was in disagreement with the universe, and then what my guide said, it was, you cannot miss what hasn't gone. So I cannot miss that soul, because that soul has been always with me forever, for infinity, because we are eternalless. I don't know how to pronounce that in English. We don't end. We just have different periods when we just change into a different experience, and we're gonna die one day. And when my guide said that to me, I did understand that I could still connect with that soul in a different level, and if I focus on that soul, I could always feel it in my heart, So that was what I needed to find inner peace. I'm not sure if that will make sense, because when we are grieving, it hurts, and it hurts badly, and nothing will make sense. But because guides, they are not physical, it's like easier for them to say, just release it, right? Sometimes I disagree with mine and I say, come on, you're a pedestrian. You don't have to work, you don't have bills to pay, you don't have struggles. Don't talk to me like that, because I do that. And after, I feel like shit. And then I breathe and I say, you know what, Gretel, guides are right. I say, I'm sorry, you guys were right. I was just stubborn. But I feel for me, it's a little bit and a little bit. It's okay to stay high, but at the same time, we are physical and we want to meet people and we want to have friends and we want to have couple and we want to have kids and jobs and a lot of things. So for my point of view, awakening is not because I want to be astral traveling, meeting other dimensions. It's because I want to be happy here, what I am doing with my job, with my kids, with my family, and with all the things that I don't have, but maybe I will have. And if I don't have them, it's because maybe they are not meant to be. So it's the way that I am handling it. I hope that helps. Thanks for you. I'm gonna start with why I started with light language, because I can talk for hours. Many of you don't know me, but I am very talkative. And it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Sometimes when I do lives and I'm gonna end it, I can go on and on and on. So if you guys want to stop me, have questions, it's okay. So I made these symbols that is gonna be for everyone to be activated. First of all, it's, what is light language? What is it? It sounds like Cambodia, it sounds like native, it sounds like Hebrew. Is she crazy? Is she lost her mind? Is she high on drugs? What is happening? Right? I asked me all those questions. And if John's still there, John knows, because he's my friend, like forever my best friend. And at the beginning, when I had dreams and meditation, I start seeing the guides and I was speaking with them in different languages. And when I wake up, I say, what I was saying? What would they wanted to say to me? They were showing symbols to me. I couldn't understand. I was not connected. I just asked, and nothing that the people that I asked said to me makes sense to me. Hold on, I'm gonna drink water. So I decided to have a reading because I needed help. I was seeing beings for months, all kinds of entities, from the darkest one, from the highest one, angels, aliens, gnomes, dead ones, and all kinds of death. They wake me up, they take me to a trip, they show me stuff. They seem to know me, most of them. So I was like, who the hell are you? What do you want with me? I was scared. I was afraid to go to sleep, as the truth. I didn't know what to do. I did everything that everyone told me that I should do. I chill, I use sage, essence, crystals, meditate. They say my vibration was low, so I thought I had to meditate more. So I was meditating like freaky. I quit meat because they said meat was lowering my vibration. So I went to vegan, and then I felt very weak. So I went to eat meat again. So I was trying to do everything. and nothing was working for me because I had resistance. With the entities, I went through all stages, from being paralyzed, from being freaked out, from being sad. In other moments, I was angry, like, oh my God, you just wake me up. I have to work tomorrow. Just go away. I don't want to talk to you. So even if it was angels, aliens, whoever, I was done with all of them. For days after I did my Reiki, and John knows, I think for 9 days I had that one all over, and I asked me, I'm crying, I don't know why, right? Because I didn't know how to discern the energy at that time. And I remember that my friend told me, oh, you have dead ones, you just have to give them light. And I was like, how am I gonna do that, right? Hi, Margie. So I was all confused. All the things were happening to me. Hi, Nelia. I didn't know how to connect, why they were connecting, why was I speaking, and was that bad for me? Was that good? So I did a reading, an Akash reading. Love you. In my Akash reading, she said that in one life, I was a translator. I am a Pleiadian in that life. It's a parallel life. And I have like this female man androgynous Pleiadian. And he, she is a light language translator. And I have done that in many other lives. So she said, you're seeing light language because you are meant to do this. It's your life purpose. It's gonna accelerate your path. It's gonna help you to feel more harmony and all that, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, light language, what is it, right? So what is light language? Because light language, if we look on Google, if we look on YouTube, they will say it's an ancient universal communication system that it's from the soul and it will come through our hearts, right? It could sound like Hebrew, it could sound like Japanese, like Chinese, like all mix. We all have it if we want to activate it. All of them, all, even the ones that are not awake. In ancient times, they call it tongues. I remember in the Bible, there is this story. I'm not a Bible reader, but they I'm trying to explain that in English. Well, in that part of the Bible, they say that they all speak one language and they will all understand each other. So that is light language. In the Bible, they describe it that it came from the Holy Spirit. So it has many names. We can say that it is a language from the stars, the language from your multidimensionality, etc. You can give me many names. Simple words. It's the language of your soul. It's coded in a frequency that is not linear and it doesn't match this experience as human. So sometimes it won't make sense because let's say that we are in kindergarten and this light language is from university. So we may understand a little bit, we may have the insights about what the guides are saying, but in reality we don't understand 100% because it doesn't have translation, right? If I speak a bit English and Spanish, if you translate from Spanish to English, it won't make sense, or the other way. You have to just cap the whole message and then translate it the best way you do, because if you use Google Translator, I used that before, it won't work. So first lesson for today. Hi, Casey. Well, next year it's 2020. So it's a year of relationships. All relationships. The first relationship is with myself. In the degree that you and I learn how to love ourselves, this world is gonna change. Because we're gonna be happy, and then if we are all happy, beautiful describing. Thank you, Karen. So, for all of us in the collective level, I don't think I can pronounce your name because my third eye is open, so I just can read a little bit. In the collective level, for all of us, the first relationship that we have to seek and own is with ourselves. How to nurture, how to self-love, and in that degree, the universe will mirror all the relationships back to you. For many, it's gonna be the twin flame relationship thing for the ones that are signed for that experience, but in many other ways, and this is the guys speaking to me, it's to find harmony between all relationships. Sometimes we can stand our family, we can stand our co-workers, we can stand our neighbors. So it will be the year for all of us that we will own all our relationships. I hope that makes sense. Kim, I don't think I can read your birthday. You say the 7. If you want to, you can message me later. I know a little bit of numerology. It's a different numerology, but I will do in a few weeks maybe, or maybe next week. Just guidance, just tuning in the guides, and for the guys to give them the message, because there is a lot of information that I'm getting on readings and from myself. There is a lot of portals, there is a lot of things going on that if you want, we can do that next week, and I will be more than happy because I love to talk. You already know that. So, I'm gonna go back to light language. So at the end of the reading, I saved for that reading for months because she charged like $120 and she gave me a discount and it was like 80. And I saved for months so I could pay her. It was good. I don't think I will do it again to pay that much, but it was good because I didn't know how to connect it, and sometimes other people give us the clues that we are not able to see. I'm glad, Kim. Forgive me if I miss one of your questions because my third eye is open, so I'm trying to focus because I am kind of here and I'm not. I'm not sure how to explain. But for some moments, the guides will step in because I don't think I'm in control of what is happening. Yeah, but another week, probably next week, I will do readings for all of you. So at the end of my reading, I asked her, how am I gonna speak light language? And she said, just you, because you have it. You have done it in many lives. Just open your heart. And I was like, damn, just do? Is that simple? How am I gonna do it? I mean, so I tried to practice. So how do I start? Just allow it to be simple, right? We got to get complicated. I need an activation. I need the score. Just be yourself. The way that it flows through you is the way that you are ready for it. How you can activate it, from my experience, you will be activated when you see others, when you see videos, when you see light language symbols. However, you have to allow it to come through. Because at the beginning when I was channeling and then these dead ones came to me, I was like, no, you're a dead one. You have blood all over you. I won't, but maybe. Okay, I'm gonna share a little bit about. I was going on a dinner with my friends, and I don't go a lot, but we were in a sushi place. We were all having fun. Some of them were having beers. I may have one beer. I don't remember. Because it was like 2 years ago. So the grandmother the one next to me was pushing me, and she was pushing because she wanted to give a message, and I was like, no, go away, I'm gonna enjoy this, right? But then the energy is like that, so I had to allow it, and I had to tell her, you know what, your grandma is here. And she was like, who are you talking about? Yeah, the grandma, well, whatever. So when we are ready for doing something and you don't allow it, because it happens to me a lot, and I feel resistance, it hurts, because the energy can flow, even if it's love, and if it's not in balance, it will hurt, because love in excessive way, it will be obsession, right? So everything has to be in harmony. Light language. Yes. I feel like this. Actually, my whole back, it's like vibrating, like if they're giving me a massage. And light language is a divine feminine tool. It forces us to use our heart, our intuition, our creativity, our inspiration. Why? Because that is a reason why we don't understand, and the reason is we don't have to use our mind, we have to use our hearts, right? Am I going clear? I hope that makes sense. So once again, every single person can speak it. Everyone. We are gonna speak it when we are connected with our soul and with our heart. We have to match that vibration. It's like if we are a radio and we said, okay, I want to speak country music, but I never tune on the channel, I won't be able to listen to it. So it gets activated when we are in our heart space. When I started doing light language and I was doing exercise and I was running, the light language just and I was like, hold on, and I had hip hop music, and I was not all still, but I was not thinking stupid stuff. I was in an allowance because I was doing exercise. So when I do exercise, when I dance, when I'm happy, it's when I have the light language that the ones who come in. I hope that makes sense. Okay, let me say this. With your energy, people, in order to be enlightenment, they had to become yogis, they had to fast, maybe they had to do ayahuasca or some type of herb that assists them to connect, because it was more dense than now. But within this energy, none of that is necessary. That's what I feel. We just need our heart space. And I want to talk a little bit about discernment. When you start channeling, automatic writing, light codes, healing, or anything, from my experience, we will have a period about when, how do I say that? It's not that you're being tested, but you're getting experience. So the universe will send us all kinds of energies for us to discern and then to choose the best ones we want to work on it. Discernment is so important, guys. not only in light language. You have no idea all the things I heard about the things that people believe, because some people in spirituality charge for things, and they lie, and they do a lot of stuff that is not necessary. Don't give your power to others. Claim your power to yourself. No one knows better than you. Maybe another people has a tip, a tool, or thing that you can apply, but maybe I'm not gonna be the person for you, because I'm very controversial, but I think we are all equally unique, beautiful. I don't think I'm an older soul and you are a younger soul, and I know more than you. No one knows nothing. We all know different things. We are all here to hold each other, to accompany each other, to support each other, to cherish each other, and then we'll go home. If we were enlightened, we will be Arcturians, angels, Pleiadians, whatever. Right here, we are all humans. We are all learning. It's okay to be humble. It's okay to say, you know what? I have no idea what I'm doing. Because that means that we are open to learn our way. Because my way may not be your way, may not be someone else's way. Some people will do angels, others will do aliens, others will do just mindfulness, and it's all okay. Maybe others won't be spiritual, but they will have a heart space big, and they will be a decent human being, and it's okay too, right? Because we are all having this experience. So the sermon was one of the first lessons that I learned, and I learned it with blood. Because I had minds with entities, all kinds. I have no idea. Why I learned? Energy tell you more than what you see and what you will hear. So trust that. And I'm going to speak a little bit more about that in another part when I talk about the spoken light language. Okay, we have a light language will come in the way that it will resonate with us, because we all have codes. What is light language? In human simple stuff, light language is just energy forms that we draw or that we speak. We can chant them, we can tone, we can write them, we can do movement like this. Sometimes I do it with my hands, I dance a little bit. It will come in your own unique way that it will be easy for you, that you will enjoy, because life doesn't have to be complicated. We don't have to get a degree. We're just here to have fun, because this is just an experience. So light language is not a cognitive behavior. It's non-linear, it's divine feminine, it's nurturing, it's peaceful, it's loving, it's just expansion. It's the best way that I can describe it. I'm gonna talk a little bit. I know some of you practice with me the writing. Hi Sandra. The writing, when I did the writing post for everyone that wanted to practice that, I will be doing a little bit and a little bit. The most controversial maybe is the spoken one. When I allow myself to speak in the beginning, I freak out. I didn't want to show anyone else. I thought I was going bananas, crazy, nuts. No one is gonna marry me. I'm like so alien than ever, right? So yes, it does. It's our soul, but it's a frequency, and the frequency, the codes are meant. I represent energy strands, DNA, and different forms. Just in a general. The spoken comes when we have our heart bleeding pure unconditional love. And each transmission that comes from our heart is just our soul in their beingness, in their wholeness, in their vastness. And each tone, when you speak it, hi Wendy, has a different frequency. A typical frequency voice will be between 85 hertz, I don't know how to pronounce that, hertz I think, to 180 hertz. Light language will vibrate, and I will do this. I will show you this. I hope you can see it, right? It will vibrate in the same frequencies that we use when we're gonna meditate. For example, if we are doing a crown activation at third eye, maybe it's gonna be between the 200s to the 800s. So that's why, even though we don't understand what they are saying, if they're aliens, Hebrew, Chinese, or native, it feels good, and it feels good. For me, it's okay, it's a yes. If it doesn't feel good, maybe we are not ready. Maybe that light language, maybe that person didn't came, how do I say that? Maybe that person didn't discern enough to connect with the highest frequency. Because I'm gonna tell you this. When I was the best friend of all kinds of entities, hi Alana, it's like we have a big sign that says medium available business, empath, or whatever label you want to put. And all kinds of entities, they get attracted to us because they can see our light from all dimensions. So at the beginning, I had all kinds. You have no idea. One day I saw one that it looks like a sunflower but has a mustache, and I was like, who the hell are you? I mean, I have to sleep. You don't realize I have the word. So I was angry, and I didn't know if it was good or bad or what I was doing. It just, the thing was staring at me. It didn't look human. Maybe it was an elemental, I don't know. I saw other beautiful things, like for example, angels. Oh my God, angels are so beautiful. I just cry. They have this light that looks like wings, and they're like so perfect, detailed, that you can see that you don't even have to ask, are you from the light? Because the energy is like so stunning, peaceful, loving, that you just know that it's Archangel Michael or it's whoever angel you connect with. So, how I start discerning the energy? If I feel it in my stomach, it was a no for me, because it didn't came from my heart. It was from fear, because I was angry with that. Maybe that entities for me are just thought forms, right? So they will represent guilt, shame, fear, sadness, angry, violence, abuse, whatever. So the energy, the entity will morph into the way that you will connect with them, because they want our attention, good and bad. Hi Lola. So there is nothing bad. I think energy is just energy, and I'm gonna put the example of love. Love is unconditional. Love is a frequency of everything. But if love is not in harmony, hi Ima, it can become obsession. I want you, just be here because I want you, and I don't care what you want to do. I want you and I want to have you. So even though love greens, even though love, if it's not in harmony, it will hurt, right? Imagine if you have your crush and you love him and he's so sexy and you just want to jump on him, but then kissing like maybe for an hour, it will be, oh my God, that was enough. I want to do another thing. But imagine kissing someone, even though you just smell for him for like 7 days in a row, it will be, you know what? Not enough. I mean, half an hour, it was okay. So even meditation, when we meditate, when we have a lot of activations, sometimes I like, oh my God, I feel like so alienated because the energy is so high. Did you ever feel in danger? Oh my God, plenty of times. So from my experience, discernment, it's very important. Maybe the energy is not a bad energy. It could be an ancestor that is seeking for help. Maybe it's us in another timeline that we can heal them. But maybe we're not ready for that experience. So if you don't feel it in your heart, and your heart is expanded, and you feel the peace and the flow and the joy, don't do the light language. Anyone, just wait. Because it's like if I'm gonna drive, but I don't have gasoline. So I'm not gonna go anywhere, right? So the energy matches vibration. They lower, we raise, and then we meet on the middle. But the sermon, it's very, very, very important, because when we share light language, other people are gonna get connected with the frequency, and that is people very sensitive. Like it's like posting pictures about animals that are dying. Some people is like, oh no, my God, don't post that. So it will be the same with light language. LOL. Oh yes, many times. When I was stuck with entities, oh my God, after I did my Reiki 1, 2, 3, 4 master in 1 month. Because one friend of me that did angels at that time, I don't talk to her anymore. She said that it was okay to do all Reikis at once, and I paid her $500. So it was a nonsense. I asked for a loan because I wanted to have Reiki, but I had no experience. So that's why we have to use discernment. Not everyone in the spiritual business do it from the heart. So she just stole the money from me. After all those activations in 1 month, my medium abilities and all my senses, they expanded. Light language, I had dead ones, I had all kinds of, but you know what? I was not ready. I was not ready for that, because I didn't have the soul work. I didn't have the experience. I was not discerning. I was just, it's like having a laboratory, and then you don't put your experiments rules. Okay, I'm gonna put this measurement, I'm gonna have this experiment for 1 month. I was just going like zombie, right, with all my channel open. So these aliens, when I wake up, they already had me. In my consciousness, it looked like a car, but I think it was like a spaceship. And when I wake up, they pull me for my arms, and I was like this, and I was like, fucking bastards, are you messing me again? Because I do bad works, right? So I was afraid. They took me to very dark places. I didn't know how to escape. I was freaked out. Even though before I shield, use salt, sage, crystals all over my bed, nothing was working, because I think I was learning how to discern, and I was having this testing period. Sorry, I think my cat just jumped. Sorry. So now I'm grateful for that experience, because now I know it's not connect or no. It's just I know my power. I stand in my power. I know they are powerless. So I'm not afraid to them. one day I saw a reptilian. I was doing shadow work because I am in this course with Sandra Walter, and 1 month she does shadow work. So I was doing shadow work and I had all these lower emotions on the face because I was healing. So I wake up and he was staring at me, all green, huge, big reptilian, right? And I was like, are you a reptilian? Can you come closer? Can I see you? And he would look there, right? So I just could see like his face, and I was like, what are you doing here? Because I was not afraid anymore, right? So he was like, you are doing shadow work. Do you need assistance? And I was like, no, I'm okay. And I fell asleep and he just vanished because I was not afraid. He didn't attack me. He didn't did anything because I knew he couldn't do anything with me if I didn't agree with. So entities, all kinds of entities will come, but you have to discern. When I am doing artwork and they say, you know what? My dad died, so I want an art of their soul. I'm not gonna connect with the dead one. I'm going to connect with the soul, with the higher self of that person. So we have different levels from the energy that we can tune in. Not all Pleiadians are very enlightened. I mean, you can connect with a 4D Pleiadian maybe, so the transmission is gonna be more rough. That when you connect with a 5D, the 5D are more like spaceship, blondie, sexy ones, and then the ones that I like to connect, it's the 9 or 7D, because they are like all over many things and they are more wise. So the sermon comes when you choose at what level you want to connect with that energy. Like talking about love, it could be obsession, it could be insecure, I don't love myself, but on the other hand, it could be I love myself, I feel confident, I love you, but I love myself too, so I can let you go. I hope that makes sense. Anyone can use universal law of the asking the same questions. No, the being's honest. Yes, that's true. The energy, it's obligated to tell you who is it and how can you get rid of. I learned that with Reiki. If it's, let's say it's abuse. Let's say that person was abused when it was a child. So you can ask, hold on, my daughter. Mi amor, espérate. Okay, corazón. My son. So you can ask the energy, how can I do for you to be integrated into a light? Entities, from my perspective, and people are gonna have other point of view, and it's okay. Entities are just a reflection of us. Aliens are a reflection of us. Angels, dark entities too, they represent our inner battles. It's what I feel. They are not more than us. We're all equal. We just vibrate different because we have limited experience as a human. There is a lot of things that we don't understand, like light language. We don't understand it fully, but for example, light language. Okay, I'm gonna ask you another thing. Have any of you have done telepathy communication? When you do telepathic communication, you don't get the words like, hi, how are you? I'm fine, thanks. How are you? Oh, I'm doing great. How are we gonna see it on 5 p.m.? No, you just have the feeling. Like, you send a message, and then the energy respond to you in a way. Like when you're doing healing, You scan the energy, and then the energy will respond to you. And then when you scan the energy that we're doing healing, we said, oh, we need to fix your plexus. We need to activate your heart. We're going to ground you a little bit. You have some attachment from a past life that doesn't belong to you. We're going to clear all that. So we are not reading that. We are sensing that with our hands, right? And then the energy is telling us what we need to do. That will apply for light language. Light language, when I do light language, I will have my own message for me. Because maybe my soul says, you know what? She needs more harmony. But the collective that who's gonna saw that video, they are gonna all match the harmony frequency that she's in need of. So we're gonna push her to do a video about harmony. But at the same time, we all get our own unique message. Sometimes it will be helpful for me to describe what I'm seeing for the ones that haven't practiced that sensitiveness. But in other moments, it doesn't, because the energy, when I am speaking and I'm describing, maybe we will get distracted, and maybe your own unique message, you won't practice your intuition because I'm telling you my message. I hope that makes sense. Oh, thank you, Stacy. It's my guides. So, and this light language applies for everything. Applies for healing. Applies for everything. Discernment, sensing, using your intuition. It's like for your work, for daily life, for everything. So, how do I understand light language? I did a little bit search on Google. My answer is, are you using a laptop? It's just seeing you from view. I'm using my phone. Because my laptop, I did it the other way, and because of the frequencies that I handle, I burn everything. So this is the second laptop that I am about to burn, and this phone is new. So let me drink some water. Guys, for everything that I said, discern, get your own guidance. You all will get your own messages, because I don't know everything. I keep... Oh, do you have one laptop? I have one, but it's about to die. I have to buy a new one, because when I have how do I say that? When I have starbeams, aliens, they burn my stuff, because sometimes I have this spacecrafting energy, and they open a portal. I cannot do anything. I just have to be still, because then in my case they are Pleiadians because it's my essence, and maybe they are doing an upgrade or something. But when they do that, they burn my stuff, because the energy that they handle, that they match, it doesn't match with the energy here. I'm used to it, but my electronics just go away. But it's okay. I love the experience. Going back to light language, how do I understand it? And this could be not only with light language, it could be applied for everything. Even if sometimes we have these signs, when I just wake up, I remember that I had the sequencing numbers, these feathers and everything, butterflies, and I was like, oh my God, what they wanted me to say, I just saw 333 like 6 times, for God's sake, right? So how do I understand my guidance or light language? It will be by the feeling, because how it makes you feel. Understanding communication, using our voice. Any spoken word, we're just gonna keep 7%. Any tone voice, it's gonna be 38%. But facial and body language is 55%. I was speaking with a family member yesterday, and she's in this victim drama frequency, right? Every time she lied to me, I knew. And we were not live, we were talking on the phone, but by her tone of voice, by using my intuition, I was, this bitch is lying to me, right? So this is a good thing. Using our intuition, it could be applied for everything. So in other words, 93% of any communication, we will be by intuition, by observation, by recognition of the feeling and the vibration. Let's say, this is a typical for females. We have a boyfriend and then we are mad, and then our boyfriend says, "Are you mad?" "No, I'm not." "Why? Do I have to be mad?" Stupid, right? Of course we are mad, right? But the vibration doesn't match our words. So with light language, it will be the answer. Your message will be in the feeling. Just scan your body. If you're listening to any light language speaker, scan your body. What am I feeling? In what part of my body I am feeling the energy? Do I feel that it's healing? Do I feel it in my third eye? Do I feel a message? Because sometimes with light language we can see the being in our inner mind, and they can be given instructions or message or whatever. Sometimes we don't see, we don't know anything, we just feel good. Sometimes it's just like a love feeling, a love frequency. Some guides, they won't give physical expression because they are just like, they are above that, and they believe we get distracted. Ego, in the ego sense, like I am connecting with the Arcturians that are 12 dimension and you are not, right? So to avoid all this human stuff, so sometimes they don't give a message, they just give a feeling. Sometimes guides, they have a very beautiful sense of humor that they just want to let you know that they are with you. So they will give you goosebumps, they will give you energy, lightening, and at the beginning sometimes we don't know and we are like, oh my god, I'm having these goosebumps and I don't know what is it. Okay, that's your guys, that they want us to know that they are here. Sometimes it's what we are thinking in that moment. Let me drink a little bit of water. I can talk a lot for hours. So good. Okay. What do you say when you speak light language? That is another question that people ask me frequently. The majority of the time, it's just a frequency. Blow your face, yes. Hey, Yolanda. But many times, guides will step in knowing that we are on allowance, and they will give us a message. So the best way to do it is in our heart space. Use our intuition. It's the best way for us to interpret the message. When a tone is spoken between heart and heart, like if I do light language right now, my heart will speak to each of you and the frequency will match. Let's say that I just meditate and I felt like I was in heaven, and I felt like they need to do a light language video because I was like so happy, like in my unicorn vibe, and I say, you know what, I'm gonna do a video of light language because I feel like, damn it, like so fucking aligned, right? So maybe I do a video, and I have the joy vibe, the fun vibe. And then if you're not in that fun, joy vibration, when you see my video, if you are in allowance, you will match that frequency. We are all teachers and we're all students. When you speak the light language will affect our DNA, our chakras, our meridians. In the degree that the person allow it, it never's on top of the free will of us. Maybe I have an hernia and that person is doing a healing for the chakras, but maybe I'm still learning, so I need that hernia to be with me, so I'm not gonna heal, even though if she is doing an amazing healing, because the hernia and we have an agreement and we are learning from each other. So whenever we are ready to drop all those hernias, all those pains, or those grievance, it's when we heal. You also have to set an intention. Exactly. So the uses of light language. Light language cannot be fabricated. It's a no-no. It always comes from a place of authenticity, because it's so weird and so alien that you have to feel confident to not think about what everyone else is gonna think on you. Just say, you know what, I want to do it because fuck it. I want to do it because I'm gonna nail my awakening and my ascension, and I'm gonna be in harmony, and I'm gonna just have fun, and I don't care what my family and whatever thinks of me, and I don't care that people think it's funny that I'm doing demons, whatever. So you have to be authentic. You have to be confident. It took me a lot. It took me a lot for me to post a video. Oh my God, I think 3 years. Because my family, they don't like what I do. Because they are Christian. They think I do demon stuff. Whatever. So, because I was not stopping about being me. Because one day I come out of the closet with them. And I said, you know what? I'm weird. I do aliens, I do angels, I do medium, whatever. Do whatever you want to do, whatever you want to believe. I don't care. When I did that, oh my God, it was like if I just free myself for everything else. And what they did is just, they dropped Facebook. They have their Facebook, but they are not active because they feel triggered with me. But it's their own business, it's not mine. I have to be centered with myself, with my essence. If another person didn't like it, so be it, right? My daughter, I stopped her from meditating because she was channeling. My daughter, she's crazy. Like mama. Okay, so light language comes from the heart on each transmission. In each art that I do, guys, I put my heart on it. You have no idea. Sometimes I do it a little bit of every day. That's why I take so long. Sometimes a week, a little bit more. Yes. People, even us, we are afraid of what we cannot understand, but it doesn't mean it's not good for us. It's just unknown. But this is just an experience. And one of the good things about astral traveling is sometimes, guys, I'm traveling and then there is nothing, and then it's like this fake scenario, and then I come in and then there is a hurricane on it. And then I have this dream about the hurricane, and then I have like this little movie experience, and then I wake up. But before getting in, it was all fake. I mean, it's not fake, it's real because we feel it, but it's just holographic. This is holographic, everything is holographic, but we can do that tag for another. This is yes, Yolanda, from my experience, like my mom. I talk to my mom and my brothers. I respect their religion. It's okay. It's their choice. I don't insist for them to wake up. It's none of my business to force anyone. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they do. Kids connect easily because they don't have resistance like we do. I believe my only responsibility, it's being true with myself. It's being me, my own essence, being happy, being confident. Don't believe what others think I am, because what they think I am, it's based on their limitations, not mine. But I am respectful for others. I don't do light language with them. I don't show them my paintings. I mean, I see them in holidays, and when I see them, I'm normal. Even in my job, I'm that normal that I can that I can be. In my job, they know I do all this stuff sometimes because they see me on Facebook and I accept them, right? Talk whatever. I don't care. They don't believe in what I do, but sometimes they say, you know what? I need a hug, and your hugs heal. And I don't know what you do, but your hugs feel good, so just hug me. And that is the best compliment that I can have, even though they don't understand what I do and they don't resonate. They know that it's not a bad thing because it's felt good. And that comes again to light language. That's why many of you said, at some level, I understood you. I heard this before. Some people message me like, I heard this before. Where are you? Your codes, I have seen them. It's so familiar to me. Why? Why? Right? Because their heart recognizes it. The heart recognizes the love. So they match that frequency. Oh yes. People say that my hugs are the best, and I love that. Sometimes when I just like happy birthday or whatever, and I hug them because I do it from my heart, and I see the face of, it's just like, oh my God, so good. So every single person can speak light language. It comes today for our remembrance. The best way to be very open, very authentic, and be honest with ourselves. Exactly. Drop it into our heart space and allowance. And allowance is in cups, highlighted, beaming. Hi Nora, forgive me if I miss something. Hi Rosa. Thank you so much. My third eye is open, so I don't think I can read a lot. Forgive me if I miss something. Speaking light language, not everyone is meant to awake, and it's okay. Not everyone is meant to do light language. We all have different ways, and it's okay. But the ones that are drawn to light language and want to do it, they can do it. First of all, they have to be brave enough for what others will think. I know a lot of people that does light language and they don't do lives and whatever like I do, because it's my purpose to do it. But they do it and they keep it from themselves, and it's okay too. Like I was talking to this friend, and he's from Germany, and he said that he doesn't do the light language because he respects his family, and he understands that it's gonna cause some that's matching in the energy. But he says, whenever I saw someone on the street and they're fighting, they're sad, I just do the light language. Not everyone has to be in a way that we have the spotlight. It's okay if we just do it from ourselves. I mean, I know people that their aura is like goddesses. Like, oh my God. And they have very, very low profile. I mean, no one's know that all the things that they do. And it's okay too. Because when do things from the spotlight, you have to be careful about not doing it because of the ego. It's what I think from my experience. At the beginning, I was so scary. I felt intimidating. I felt like I was going bananas, not crazy. Like to do the light language. But whenever I allow myself to do it and get rid of all of that, it just felt good. And before, even though I could understand what was happening to me, that affects my life in many ways. I feel more harmony, more healing, more communication, more knowing. I can clear my space. It feels joyful. Sometimes when I am in my work, doing my work, my coworkers doesn't know, and I am just breathe with myself. I do my little connection while I am working, and that helps me a lot. I'm not sure if anyone has a question, because I can talk for hours. Oh my God, this feels so peaceful. I'm not sure if you guys can feel my energy, but this feels so relaxing. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of light language to close. My guides step in, and I feel like if my body is gonna break because I expand and then my body feels like so small. The best way to connect is just through the breathing. Anyone can set the intention. Patricia, Laura, hi beautiful. Anyone can ask in their hearts to be activated if it's what you wanted, or to receive healing, harmony, peace. This is a pink frequency, very feminine, very nurturing. And na kia shete kusudu kusoya kia ya kutuno umaya na kia shasa dodo. Ela takuto uru umana de kia saya de kia soya de kia sa. They are priestesses, and this is healing and nurturing for everyone that is in need, not only from the ones that we are here, but for the ones that we're gonna see the video later. Kia saka shik sudu kushusu umana te ya kia saya kia dako. Kia sate kia sakiti kutukushukusudu umana kia ya kuturu umana te kia sate kia sakutukushuski. Kishiki sediti kusuyete ashki saki kia sekena kumana te iya kia sakutu uya kisha. Kishambora kia kuturu umanate kisa oku yata ana ama ate kisa kishisuku. Even for the practice, different frequencies will step in. This is Atlantis. Kisambora kishituru uruno mate iyayana kisaturu kusunayataya kiaya. Iterambora kieshe sikitiri kira kuru onomate kia saya na kia yatako. Idadake ya kusutu kusuya kia na kia takesha saya da kisa. Ikiti kisa kichikisakuturu kisa shisikia yakasha. Kisha da kusoya kia yatakusuya kia takia. Kia kyu ya kia na kia saki shisaya kisutuku ya kia manate kisa. This is the Moria stepping in with frequencies. She sees our bodies with dolphins, whales. Ikishaya kisuyuki ikine kiaku ikishaka sakti kuro amanade ikine ki ikiteke asaki iteke shaki saki tutuku sayaki ikiteke saki tukutukutu uyaki eshanaka akineke saki deketeka o ayaki eshasaki teke sokutukutukumana Gishigi sigitiki shukusu umanate eyaki ayakuturu umanate eyaki saya kishisui dananadeke. Sakitiki shikisikiti aki yaku uyata kisaku uyata kisamana yata shisaya kisaya shisi sashish satananada kisa. Kia kuturu umana kete kia kuru oro oto e kia sakatu okumana akete kia sekia eko. Kia sekatu kusu umana keta kia. This is all priestesses, but from different. This is a council of priestesses, and this is Sarus. And for the ones that want to activate their light language, they will be working through their higher self and guides, is what they are saying. Ikarakitarrakuru umananene kete sekete ikite sekia ya kuturu umanate kia ya ku ene kia saki and rekite keshiksuya kete kia emanene kete kesuya kitan ruya kia sakite suya ki ikite sekete kete kia maaya kete kesho ayatana ene kete kere koro koma ene kete kia sakia ya ku ikite kia ya kita kusukutukutusuma na kete ke ekite ke sakuya koshusu ya te sa. This is for giants, and they will recalibrate for the ones that agree within their heart to receive. And I'm gonna make a few sounds, and the sounds will be to awaken the light language or any other specific need that you need. These are healer masters. They work with holographic patterns like code photonic light sounds. The sounds may not make sense to you is what they're saying, but within their heart, within their DNA, within the resonance, it will be a match on frequency to assist your vehicle. Through this instrument, the sounds will enhance and amplify your beingness, your wholeness, for you to feel more harmony. And the transmission begins. We are taking over, and you may feel a tingling within your brain. The frequency will be, how do we say, recalibrating your neurons, your patterns on your brain, and it will recalibrate, repattern, upgrade. That way we can get rid of the old ways of being that are stopping your wholeness, and you will stepping into a higher connection with your own soul. Remember that everything is to your soul, to your heart, to your higher self, and then everything else will fall into place. Let the transmission begin. The hue sounds will activate the DNA for the ones that want to practice this within their own life language. That's why we are describing what are going to happen. The sounds may not sound in harmony, but the sound will flow and match the frequency in a way that you will receive this repatterning. Is our specialist, is what we do, and we're gonna start right now. The sounds are going to amplify, impact, and affect your DNA. Shekasate kia auko aya kia la kododo akia tokoma anekete kaseketeke emanate akala koto omanakia saketeke sakia ku akia nakata koto kusuya kia shnaka sata ku atene kia saya kia shna seta ku utukushu kusekia ya kanana. Your Asian collective processes. Eketekusuku tu oya kia nakato oya kia sakishna ketaka saketeke emana ketekusuku tu oya kia sakutu yamana kia ya tukusuku akashna taku. You are taking advantage of this vehicle to speak to you, and from the ones that will resonate this frequency is to bring remembrance into their soul. Now other frequency will step in. They are from Earth native and akato ayakia sake tukuya kita kesamanaka la 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 tulukusune ketelekotelokotololete kesamana teleki ene ketekaya wa kesake telokutukuya kesaete keseya kia yamana ela katokusukutu la 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 telekulukule katakasala akulelete kia shake sakuya natamane kia yakotoaya. We want to say that the first advice that we can give is to speak the language of your planet, your earth, your trees, your plants, the humans around you, but most importantly with yourself. Learn how to speak with your soul, with your triggers, with the desires that you want to manifest, with the things that you want to set your intentions. Recalibrate with your heart, soul on your heart, soul on your heart, soul on your heart, soul on your heart. We're gonna keep saying until many of you, the ones that are stubborn, will align with the heart. Is the best way that we can give this advice to you. And we're gonna end this frequency. The energy is gonna be very intense for the vehicle. She will get a headache. But the last team that will step in will be angels for the ones that needs healing. Chala kieshe sekia ya kumana ayalate kieshe suya da kiesa namado amanate kiesa kite kieshe sakia ya kutuma ya kianada amanete ya kiesa tukuso manete ya ki enenete kiesa kite kuso kite kieshe saya kiayaka enene kite kiesa kutuma nete emenete kiesa tuku umanate kiesa ya daka. Thank you. It felt so good. I'm not sure if it does feel for you too. Hi. I don't think I can read anything. Do you want me to ask for any particular frequency that you wanna sense how different it will feel? I feel so peaceful right now. I think I can connect with anything. If you want me to feel very intense, that's why I always use angels at the end, because the angels are very smooth, very nurturing, very soft. The star beams energy is more pushy. Kim, do you wanna listen to any other different light language that you wanna connect? Yolanda, Faye, Nelia. Thank you. Actuarian. Archangel Gabriel. Sometimes I will twitch a little bit because I'm matching the energy and I'm used to it. Archangel Gabriel will close at the end. This is the Actuarian Collective. We are a collective of healers and we are here and now. If anyone wants to connect with us, we will do in a light language. We are just a purple energy around each of you. We work in the emotional body. We have light tools that are very pleasant, very smooth. We are 9-dimensional medical assistance team. If any of you would like to receive any healing, you can communicate directly with us. If you can turn the Wi-Fi off during this sleep, we will connect. That will be easier for you to integrate the energy in the healing, because sometimes the Wi-Fi energy is hurtful for many of you. If you are not allowed to do it and you want to receive any healing, any special treatment for us, we are offering our help. We will do that. We are many and we will come to you, to your family, and as we speak, we said to you that we feel very honored to assist today, and you may visualize a purple ray coming from the center of the universe, will enter your crown, will reach your heart, and for the ones that desire to speak right tone, move like language, we can activate your heart. Adding a translator, let's say you will have to agree and state yes within their inner mind, and the transmission will begin for the ones that have given the consent. Era que tarakorro omanateke saya kiesha sekuturu urene kiesha awaya tanake saya kitarakorro manakete enekela katorokumane etekiesa kiesha seteki emenenetelekia yakusu ayanata. You're scanning right now your aura, your auric field. Ekiseteke sakushu sukuturu kuturu kesekiteke sheketetetekiesa. Our hands have light. We don't have hands, we have tools of light, and we will be transmitting a nurturing frequency for everyone that needs a little bit of unconditional love from our frequency. This will be very different sounds for you because we are 90 and beyond, and we don't speak in words. We speak in telepathic communication, and our sounds will sound like technologically signed, so we can speak on your language if you so wish. But for this time, the transmission we will be in our language. There is many different experiences. This type of collective, we work exclusively with healings who are specialists. We work with many other races, with angels too, because our energy is feminine and it's nurturing in the majority. We are at your service. We are honored, and our job has done. Just to close, I am Archangel Gabriel speaking in through this vehicle to all of you and to the ones that will speak to this transmission in the future. We, the angels, want to remind each of you that we're here, we are created, we were made to assist you, humans and any other beings, to find their alignment, to find their way home, and home is in your heart. Express, communicate with yourself in your inner peace within your heart. What do you feel? If you feel triggered, if you feel sad, frustrated, it's okay. This is just an experience. This is an experience, but we want to remind you that you always have, always, the power to change your experience, to change your frequency, and we are at your service to provide nurture, peace, guidance, messages. Always, always. If you just think on an angel, many will appear. Just an instant. You're not alone. The fact that you don't see many of us, we work in teams, just as the souls requires, and we are here to assist you. The best way will be through your heart. It could be in light language, it could be aromatic writing, it could be on cards, to meditation, setting your intention. Look for the ways, the best way for you to connect with your soul. We are part of your soul. We are part of your collective. This is an exciting times for being a human. A lot of changes are coming on the earth. Weather changes, human changes. A lot of structures on your reality will go away. But you should be excited because your soul is ready. Your consciousness is ready. Everything is ready. You just don't believe you are ready. Be ready. Be ready. Feel it in your heart. Be ready. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to know. You just have to be. And keep that in your heart. Keep that light. We are infusing with silvers, white, pinks, pales, lavender, blues, shower of angels to close this transmission. for you and beyond the ones that will hear this video in the future, because there is no time. I must remind you, just breathe the light in, feel the connection, feel your heart vibrating, pulsating, alive. Your soul is there, always has been. You are the ones that has forgotten. The rest of the message will be in silence for each of you in your inner mind. We say thank you for assisting today. Whatever part of this life you were able to hear, it affects you in a good way, and it will ripple into your future in linear time. Keep the peace feeling, the harmony. Keep it, anchor it. Don't step away into your inner peace. That will be our best advice for today. Thank you, all of you, for taking the time to be here, to connect with all of us. We are all blended in a circle around you and the many that won't see the video in the future. Just breathe a peace, feel it, recognize it, and keep it. Thank you. I cannot move. Oh. Thank you. I'll materialize myself. I'll have to ground very deeply. Thank you all of them for being here. I will do in another moment, I will do readings and guidance if you want. Thank you.